Guys, thanks for tuning in to oddsmarket.com. We're now going to take a look at the Olympic football futures. Obviously, quite a lot is happening. A lot of sort of unexpected, and teams are sort of proving sort of more better than I was expecting them to perform. And then obviously we are having teams that are underperforming, and that is hosts Brazil. Martin, what do you make of their performance so far?
I've been really surprised by Brazil. I think they hit, their confidence was hit quite badly in the World Cup when they lost 7-1 to Germany. Since then, it's all been going wrong for them. But I thought this was really going to be their time to shine at the Olympics because they didn't go for it at Copa America. They rested all their players.
Yeah.
They're the only major nation taking this seriously. They've got superstars like Neymar in their squad. And they've just performed absolutely abysmally. I can't quite explain why this team with these players worth this many £1 million can't beat Iraq and South Africa.
Yeah.
I think everyone's scratching their head in world football.
Yeah, and that's right. They rested their A team for Copa America. They've got a wealth of stars on their team and have been unable to score a single goal. Obviously, they've managed 2 draws, albeit 2 scoreless draws, and that sort of gained them sort of 2 points here. Do you think that they can still win? And obviously, their performance has actually seen their odds. It was sort of about 1.9 when the tournament started. It's now 2.88 with Betfred. Do you see Brazil still winning this competition?
I think they're still in with a great chance. I think the benefit of backing them now is that they're so close to potentially being eliminated that, like you say, you can get a lot more value out of it. On paper, they should still win it. They have to play Denmark, who are top of their group, and win, and have to win by a greater margin than Iraq if they beat South Africa. They could definitely do that. Denmark aren't much of a side, even with their A team, and this isn't their A team. Whereas Brazil, as I say, I mean, you've got Neymar, who plays up front for Barcelona, the best team in the world. Douglas Costa, Marquinhos, real superstars at the top European clubs. They should be destroying Denmark and then going on to beat all the rest of the teams. But whether that actually translates into practice is a bit hard to say right now. Maybe a bit risky right now.
Yeah, well, we'll wait and see. It's today they play their match. It'll be interesting to see if they finally do bounce back in their 3rd match. Now, on the other side of the spectrum, obviously, we've got Portugal. Now, they finished, I think they were about 5th when the tournament starts, sort of 5th favourites to win. They are now 2nd favourites. And their odds, let me have a look here, they're now priced 6 at BetStars, or 5.5 there with Betfred. What are their chances of getting gold?
I think they're in with a relatively good chance, actually. Yeah. I only really say that given how poorly Brazil have been playing. At the start, I expected Brazil to blow everyone out of the water. But and when you look at the Portugal squad, I can see why they were only 5th favourites. They won Euro 2016, but they left all those players back at home, including Ronaldo, their star man. And the players in their squad play for like Porto B team. They don't even play in the top division in Portugal. But yet they do seem to have a good crop of young stars emerging. And that's been reflected in beating Argentina already and putting in some very good performances. So I think they're in with a really good shot, yeah. Especially they speak the language in Brazil as well. So that might have helped them acclimatise. Doing well.
Yeah, and I tell you, when we first did the first sort of Olympic football futures, obviously this one's the updated one, and when we first did it, I sort of said, you know, could Portugal be a long shot, spurred on by their sort of senior team winning Euro 2016, and obviously they saw the sort of the huge celebrations and the country coming together. Does that give them sort of that leg and encouragement to really come and win gold? And I think maybe it is.
I'd have thought so, yeah. Don't see why not.
Yeah. All right. Next is, okay, actually, sorry. Can I, is that all right? So he's on full screen. I can now come with my next question. All right, thank you. All right. Now, another 2 teams actually that are looking at value bets here is Germany, 7.5, or Nigeria, 9.5. Wasn't Nigeria one of your long shot bets?
Yeah, very much so. I suggested before the tournament started that it might be worth looking outside the top European and South American clubs that had dedicated all their resources to either Copa America or Euro 2016, looking at some clubs from Asia or Africa. And of the bunch, I know South Korea are playing quite well, but I would have said Nigeria. And that's been proven. They've always had quite a good sort of pedigree at the Olympics. They've got a lot of good young players and they're really hungry for for it. 1-2 on the bounce, so they're top of their group. They're assured of qualification. I think they've got a very good chance as dark horses, yeah.
All right, fantastic stuff. Finally, just want to see if you've got any predictions of who's picking up gold, silver, and bronze.
Oh, very interesting.
It's off camera. You can just, or what should I say, off record. But yeah, who's your sort of guess right now?
I mean, it's still very difficult to look past Brazil, to be honest.
Yeah. Do you think this is because it's ingrained? We've been talking about this for so long. It's been Brazil, 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 and now is it sort of hard to look past Brazil?
Perhaps, yeah. I just think, given the quality they've got on paper, it would be an absolute travesty if they don't win it. But let's say they get eliminated. The teams I would be looking at are Portugal, Mexico, and Nigeria at the moment.
All right, fantastic stuff. That was Martin Green. Do head on over to oddsmarket.com. Read the full article over there. Link is in the description. Martin, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.